Microsoft. Let's bring in a guest who knows the company's history and offers a unique perspective on this deal. Josh Silverman was CEO of Skype from early 2008 until October of last year. He worked with eBay CEO John Donahoe to restructure the company and was there when Skype filed for its IPO. Josh, welcome to Bloomberg West.
Thank you.
So you were there when they filed. Do you think that selling was the right decision rather than going through with going public?
I think it's a win-win for everyone. I think Skype would have been a great independent public company and would have had a strong IPO in the near future. But this provides speed and certainty to the investors. And for Skype, it's a great fit with all the assets within Microsoft.
So you know the challenges of making Skype profitable. It is still officially unprofitable. How can Microsoft make this work and meet those challenges?
Skype earned $264 million in free cash flow last year, growing really nicely. The charges that take Skype from $264 million in free cash flow to marginally profitable are all amortization of goodwill related to the $3.1 billion acquisition of Skype by eBay years ago that are really not relevant to investors. What investors care about is what do the cash flows look like now and how are those cash flows expected to grow. On that basis, it was $264 million in free cash flow in 2010, growing really nicely in 2011 and with every reason to expect to grow in the future. On that basis, I think $8.5 billion is a very reasonable price for Microsoft to pay.
Hey, Josh, let me ask you, I tried to model this thing going forward based on historics, and it's, as you mentioned, there's so much going on with acquisitions and the accounting for stock options and the spinning in and out of eBay that it's hard to figure out just what this company can do. But I wonder, principally, what's changed at Skype to make it the profitable, potentially profitable business, but you can see that if you look at the model. What made it the company that it is today versus what it was 4 or 5 years ago? What's the big change?
Well, it's a great brand, and most importantly, the product provides an incredibly important value to over 100 million people around the world who rely on it as a lifeline. What I think we did in the past few years is really launch some world-class products like our new Windows product, the 4.0 platform, our iPhone product, which is one of the most popular iPhone applications in the world, and really reinvigorate growth. And if you look between 2008 and 2009 and into 2010, there was a real reinvigoration of growth in usage of Skype. Skype last year accounted for about 25% of the world's international calling minutes, according to telegeography. And interestingly, about 40% of those minutes were video calls. So Skype has single-handedly made video calling a very mainstream application. In seeing a huge resurgence in growth in the past few years. Yeah,
Josh, it sounds like it wasn't single-handed. It sounds like it's on the back of the iPhone and on the back of the Android and Windows phones. It's pretty interesting that Skype is has benefited so much from those platforms.
Well, the real huge boost to growth was actually the Windows 4.0 launch that we had in early 2009, which really put video calling front and center for Skype. That, of course, predated the launch of iPhone and Android. Now, we have great applications on iPhone and Android. Skype is going to ship pre-built into many of the IPTVs that are shipped this year. So when you buy your TV, it's also a video conferencing center powered by Skype. A large percentage of the laptops that will ship this year come with Skype pre-installed. One of the big pushes that we started in 2008, and I think have executed on very successfully, is ubiquity. That we take any computing device you own and turn it into a communications device with the addition of our software.
Who should get credit for turning Skype into a more attractive, more expensive acquisition target than it was when eBay sold part of it off?
Well, I'm very grateful to John Donahoe, who gave me a very clear mandate to grow the value of the company when I came in 2008, and was a great partner and mentor, but also very hands-off. We have a fabulous team, world-class engineers who've built an incredible product, a very passionate and dedicated team of marketers and everyone across the board. So I'm very proud of the team at Skype who've worked so hard to build such a great company.
And you're now an executive in residence at Greylock. What are you doing now?
I'm mentoring a set of very exciting startups who are all disrupting their own markets and growing like crazy.
So what's next?
Time will tell.
We'll have to watch and see.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much, Josh Silverman, former CEO of Skype. Great to have your perspective as the guy who ran the company.